Oh, hello, fellas. This is weird,
Hola.
right? Hola, como
Where are
está?
we?
I
Where are
don't
we?
know where we're at. Where are we? I feel like let's take a look though. Hey everyone, welcome. I know that things may look a little bit weird. We're figuring out all the technical things. So give us 1 second. Sorry about that. I know this is. There we
Yeah, it's
go.
magic. It's magic.
They only came here for the beard anyway, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I just got to make sure that we're. Can you guys all? Can everyone see everything okay? We gotta. This is. I don't know what happened to the camera. Nothing like
This is
technical
a
problems.
test stream. 1, 2, 3. We're getting there. We're getting there. Look at that. It'll just be another 3 hours, and we'll have our camera centered. So everyone, stay tuned. I think you got it. There you go. Look at that.
All right, we're good, and we're golden. We're golden. So, everyone, welcome to the first ever Pixel Plastic Inc. Whatnot show. We're excited you're here. I know some of you jumped in. Thank you to all the mods that are involved. A special shout out to Mike from the Junk Cartel, hanging out, helping us figure life out. We're excited for this show today. Just a quick overview. We are just kind of going to give you just like a brief overview of what we have. We have a bunch of stuff that we have for sale. We may or may not do scans, but we're open to questions. So if you have questions about what we're selling or what we got, please feel free to reach out. We got a lot of comics today. We have some toys. If you've been around Whatnot, you know that I'm a big collector in TMNT and Holy Grail things. So we are definitely going to have some stuff for you. But yeah, how are you guys doing?
Doing great, brother. How you doing today?
Doing really good. How's everyone doing in the chat? Pretty good. This is where everyone is worried whether or not they're supposed to chat. Oh man. All right, well, let's get into this. So, who wants to go first? Kind of give us a little overview of what we got going on for comics.
I guess it's going to be me, right? Or do you want to do it, Dr. Bentley?
Sure, I'll go.
Okay.
So what do we have? You want to go to the screen? I can show some of the stuff off.
There you go.
All right.
Dr. Brantley's vault. This is like Indiana Jones has broken through the tomb and has unveiled a secret layer of comics. So I'm vested.
So, yeah, we got some Batman. We're gonna have some Aliens figures. What else we got here? We got some Batman figures. Toys R Us exclusives.
Did you get those when you worked at Toys R Us?
That is correct, sir.
Nice.
Got Batman and Son Arc. Great books, Grant Morrison. And we got Batman New 52, the first 8, the Court of Owls.
Yeah, is this the whole series of Court of Owls?
Yeah, the first 2 arcs, so 1 through 8.
Okay.
Walking Dead, number 27. That's where the governor shows up.
Oh, that's right. I
And
remember
some
that.
Venom and Carnage, 1, 2, and 3. And then finally, if there's any Game of Thrones fans, I got 1 and 2 of the comic book Game of Thrones. And the Death in the Family and Hush, volume 1 and 2, the collected edition.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about Batman. Like, what's everyone's favorite run on Batman?
Well, I mean, my favorite creators were definitely Alan Grant and Norm Brayfogle.
Okay.
And that was in the late 80s through the early 90s. They switched back and forth between Detective Comics and Batman and did some amazing work. I just absolutely love his look of Batman. Very Art Deco, very cool.
Yeah, and I think for myself, there's probably 2 runs. Obviously, Dr. Britton mentioned one of them, but I've got to think the Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb run. That's the Hush series. That was fantastic. Just to see Jim Lee jump on to Batman, it was just something that you never thought, him being exclusive with Marvel as much time. Then he jumped over to Image. And then I would have to say Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's run when they did the Quarter Owls, because like we had waited years to see Capullo do something outside of Spawn, and when he did, boy, he didn't disappoint and everything. In fact, I think he drew Spawn even better than McFarlane, and he's proven that he could do a great Batman run himself. So those were the things that got me in. Son of the Demon with Jerry Bingham and Mike Barr.
Yeah.
Fantastic work. That was the first thing. I think I was at a Barnes and Noble or something as a kid and saw that graphic novel, and that's when I knew that Batman wasn't just like what we used to depict it on in the 60s, and he was more of an international star. So when you see movies like The Dark Knight, when he travels over into Asia to grab that person back, well, that's the stuff that he was doing in the comics, very international wise. So that was the thing that kind of drew me into it. The movies have done well. Before there was Michael Keaton sitting in theaters, you had the books to go off of. And of course, you said Alan Grant and Norm Brayfogle is, I think, almost any old school person's introduction, or you're going to either say Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams.
Mhm.
They're just certain eras where these characters look great. And we've had the pleasure of, I guess, being old enough to be in the stores and purchase some of this stuff off the shelf. And it's very interesting now that you're at a certain stage and these things are just now becoming extremely popular. But when you purchased them, it wasn't like that. You were just doing something that you love to read. And now everybody's comics is in a different atmosphere now when it comes to pricing of things, So
Yeah.
that's what got us into that, man.
Yeah, I think like for me, my favorite run on Batman was Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, New 52, like that. I don't know. There's so many good things that came out of that run that I think I don't know. I think it pushed it forward, and unfortunately, the team that took over after that team didn't necessarily do as good. It was it was kind of bad. So, cool, man. Chris, what are your thoughts? What Batman is your favorite?
I think because I'm such a toy collector, anything Hush related is epic. So not only the run, but the figures in relation to Hush. Let's not forget the new McFarlane stuff. Anything Hush, the one of the best Mayfex Batman figures of all time, the Hush Batman. So it's got to be that. It's definitely got to be that. But yeah, I love Batman's awesome. Always been one of the best characters in comic book history. But I do think I think it might be time to potentially see if the chat is interested in a first action figure auction. What do you think?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, let's do it. Let's put it up. Which one do we want to do?
I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Dr. Brantley, is there anything in your vault you want to run?
Oh, you know what? You know what? We
Jet?
forgot. I feel like there's something with aliens today, right?
It is. It is.
Yesterday was
we do.
Aliens Day.
Yeah, yesterday was Alien Day. Let's see, what do we got in here for Alien? We do have stuff preloaded in our shop. Go over and take a look. There's a few buy it nows. We do have some auctions. Buy it nows. You feel free to make an offer. We'll let you know if it's good or not. But so give us like a little bit. Do we want to do Aliens Bull alien figure, Space Marine? Which one do you want?
That's Space Marine.
Yeah, I think so.
So-
I was about to say that too.
The
Okay,
Space
let's
Marine.
do
What was that? Is that the that's the I'm assuming that's the Kenner line from 94, 95, probably. You got to see that bad boy up close.
Look at
That's
that.
a pretty mint. That is a pretty minty card, man. That's
That's,
not what my alien cards look like. That must have been like purchased. That must have been purchased and put in a tote for years.
bit.
There
There you go. There's a little bit of a bump in the bubble down here. And a little bit on top. But otherwise, it is beautiful.
All right.
It's a sexy looking card.
That's a Kenner one. We're gonna run this, see what people think. In honor of Alien, we'll leave it there on Dr. Brentley's vault. We will do, what do you think, 30 seconds? Let's do 30 seconds. So yeah, I think do you guys have a favorite Alien movie?
Yeah, the second movie. Yeah, Aliens with the S. The James Cameron directed one.
Okay. Why was that a favorite?
Well, because of the fact it was just a great looking visual film. I think it deferred from the first film and moved into its own kind of atmosphere. It was very action oriented. While the first one was more of a space horror. This one was more of an action movie with the Marines, and then introduction to some new aliens. We got to see the alien Mother Queen, all the gadgets, spaceships, and everything. It was just a completely different atmosphere in the first film, and yet every time it's on, it captures 100% of my attention every time it's on.
Yeah.
My favorite alien figure was my favorite alien movie was E.T.
Okay.
So yeah.
Hey, did you know that E.T. did he say E.T. phone home or E.T.'s home phone?
I don't know, but he certainly loved Reese's Pieces, and that's all I know. My favorite alien TV series was Alf. So you can kind of get a sense of the type of alien things that I liked. Really weird looking puppet type of characters. I love Alien. But I'm excited for this new film that's coming out in August. We'll see.
Romulus.
If it resurrects the franchise for sure. Dr. Brantley, you have another figure. Let's see if there's any interest in the other figure, the Bull Alien. Where was the Bull Alien from? What was that? Just the line? Was that actually in the movie? I don't recall. Some of these characters, I'm like, they just made them.
I don't remember what that was in the line.
This was when they in Alien 3 they had the first time that it was something different than a human that was turned into an alien. So that gave them the idea, to do all this craziness.
This is your Space Marine, or which one is this?
This is Bull Alien.
That's a pretty clean card there too. Any issues with the bubble?
No, this one is pretty beautiful.
Right.
What year is that? 1992, Julie, from Kenner?
This is 92.
From Kenner, man. That's the original
Yep.
Kenner product. Kenner products are extremely tough to get in good condition now.
Yeah, really good on card.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a lot of Kenner Batman on card, so that's something for everyone that's popping in. Everyone, welcome. If you are joining, welcome to Pixel Plastic Inc. Whatnot. This is our very first show, so go easy on us, but it's not expected. We are a podcast that's coming to Whatnot, and the goal here is to have a podcast and discuss things, whether it's toys, comics, aliens, Batman, things like that, and sell things for those. Where let's see, Count Chocula wants to see the plasma glow. We can get to that 1 second. All right, bring that out. Let me see if I can find the plasma glow. 1 second.
Right.
Plasma glow. Yeah, I certainly hope that this alien movie is good. We need
Oh,
a,
yeah.
we need a good, we
Mhm.
need a new alien, a good alien film. It's time. Although I have to say the Predator figures, regardless of some of the Predator films and stuff, although the recent one, Prey, was great, the figures are actually really great by NECA.
Yeah.
I love, and even the NECA aliens figures are really good too. Although some of them get really loosey. Some of the joints and stuff. I bought a few, and after a couple of poses,
Mhm.
not too sure. I mean, I
Wow.
don't know if they're designed to play like a traditional action figure, probably more just posable, but man,
Mhm.
They're designed to break as soon as you open the box.
Mhm.
yeah, exactly.
That's why you keep them in.
hmm Chet must be going through the
Where-
Chet Emporium to find
I have
his,
I found my plasma glow. Give me 1 second.
all right,
I
it's
gotta put all
coming.
these back on the. I also have
just
the
just leave it on the floor, because when somebody wants to scan, we'll just scan your floor.
yeah, with the scan. All right, so this is the plasma glow Joker. Count Chocula. 1 second. So, let's see. I can just hold it up to my camera for right now. This is plasma glow. Pretty clean.
Oh yeah, I can see it too. Yeah.
I do have the flag, the gun.
Mm.
It's not, nothing's broken on it. So I do have the plasma glow. He's right there. Let me just move it over. Kenner in the 90s really had they really had the toy thing down, I think.
Mhm.
There's so much
Yeah, they did. Mhm.
there's just so much about Kenner that was like, I don't know. It was there was I go back and I look at all the toys from Kenner, and it's it's like my entire childhood. Like, I don't know. I love all their toys, and I saw some of the play sets, and the play sets were fantastic, I think.
Yeah. No, I've some of the stuff from the Batman line,
Yeah.
which he did multiple lines through that. That was fantastic. I also thought their initial Star Wars line was fantastic. It's like Kenner just had a way of making really good stuff, and right down to one of our favorite passions, the Mask. Kenner just produced great stuff one after another.
Yeah.
Well, they had that Star Wars money, so they could learn how to do all the stuff they needed to do, and they had a
Mhm.
head start on everyone else on that small, 3 3/4 figure.
Yeah, sure. Hmm.
Well, let's
I
get another auction going. How about we're gonna switch to the Iron Man. Let's go Marvel. Let's go Marvel. We're
Okay.
talking about Alien Day. So
Yeah.
I got for Marvel Legends aficionados and Marvel fans, as you probably have seen, they're going to release the retro cards of the Iron Man line back Toy Biz's, was it 95, 96, 95? So they're releasing some of those figures, obviously with higher articulation, but the card itself will look cool. But we've got an Iron Man stealth armor with flight action module, pretty minty. Nothing wrong with the bubble. Let me show it on my camera here. I'm gonna move to the other side here. So this is the Iron Man stealth armor. You got the original Walmart tag for $4.96. That'll never happen again unless you find it in the clearance bin. You might find some Jean-Claude Van Damme or Steven Seagal DVDs for under that price at Walmart. But pretty nice. There's a couple of little, corner issues there, as to be expected. I mean, this thing wasn't exactly kept in a tote, but overall, pretty decent condition. So if anybody is interested in this, let's start it at $10, Chet.
And it's running. This is a pretty cool figure.
That is really nice looking. And I love that the old card backs. That's exactly what Hasbro's starting to do right now. It's just that what makes this cool is that this is the OG card back instead of like a reproduction,
Yeah, exactly. All right, no takers, but all good. Yeah, I love that. I love that they're going with the retro card stuff, which is really
cool.
I
think they definitely need to bring that back. And the best part about that is that with when you do the reproductions, that only makes the original line kind of even jump up in pricing, because look, you can either get the reproduction thing or you can get the thing that's actually valuable, and I think that's what's going to shape some of the new Hasbro reofferings. They knew what did right, what was actually getting people's attention, and they went back to that. That's always a great plan to do something like that,
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Well, speaking of old Marvel stuff, we got another one here. This is I'll show it on the toy cam, but I just wanted to flash it. We've got the Secret Weapon Force Wolvie with rapid fire slamming action. This is the original Toy Buzz figure from '98. The card's okay, a little bent up. The bubble's actually in pretty good condition. And it's got the original KB toy store tag. Oh, the memories.
Man, you get the KB toy tags.
$6.99, but again, really cool. Wolvie's a cool character, super collectible. So we're gonna flip to the toy cam here and see if anybody is interested in this one as well. Old Wolvie figure, and let's start this at $10.
You want to do that at $10? Give me one
$10.
second.
Let's do it.
Secret Weapon Force. We'll do
again like the
30 seconds.
The card's a little bent up a little bit, but overall the bubble's in good shape. But again, an original Secret Weapon Force slamming action.
Yeah, but the best part about that is with Deadpool Wolverine coming out this summer, everybody's going to want to have some old school Wolverine figures, because you can match them up with any of those Marvel Legends or the Toy Biz Deadpools that you got lying around and everything. Because chances are either you've got Deadpool or you've got actually Wolverine,
That's right. That's right. Okay. No takers on that. All good. We're just showing some stuff. We have a ton of variety here. So as Chet said in the beginning, this is Pixels, Plastic, and Ink. This is our first show ever on Whatnot. We're still figuring out the stuff, the techno cool stuff, what you all are interested in. We have an assortment of different things. Some super vintage stuff. We got some stuff from like the 90s and the early 2000s, some open loose stuff, mint on card, and some, okay on card. We've got some new stuff as well. We've got Mezco's, Mafex's, all the stuff, Marvel Legends. We've got tons of comic books, cool original lines from the past. We got G.I. Joe stuff. So this is we're doing kind of more of an auction. We're not doing super request show today. but we have just a large assortment of things. So right now we're just kind of getting the feel of things, throwing some toys and comics out there for auction, but just trying to get to know the community, get to know whatnot. We like to talk about toys, comics, all the things. We're also on various other platforms as well, but it's just exclusively to a podcast, not actually selling. So again, our first show. So click a follow. There's going to be more to come. This is just a first format, but some of it will be die-hard selling. Some of it will be this type of format. But again, we have a large assortment of a variety of different things. So do we want to maybe run a comic book? Do we have a comic book or a
Yeah, let's go to
lot?
let's go to Mr. Storm.
Okay.
What have you got for us?
All right. Well, let me see. I'm gonna have to swing this and everything, and actually, I started thinking about my mic. Let me make sure I get my mic over to the other table. All right. You want to pop on that camera, brother?
Let's jump over.
All right. We got a
Robin.
Yeah, we got assortment of stuff. We got Robin that we can throw up on the screen right here. Let me actually move that up a little closer to you.
So what is it about this book?
This one was this is the first miniseries for the Tim Drake persona as Robin. I believe he was the third Robin. And the one thing that makes this interesting, it says that it has a free poster inside. It still has the actual poster on the insert. So this is 100% kept intact. I know a lot of people moved the posters and took them off, but I left this book completely intact because I was never a person into kind of really like posters or anything. So it's kind of intact. You can see that it's actually a very good issue. And actually, let me just pull it out. Let's go right quick. And you can actually see from the inside that there is the poster that's still inside right through. So it had not been kind of touched and everything. So put this right back in. And this is the kind of stuff that we've got going on. A bunch of Batman stuff today. We wanted to give the most popular character in. We've got some old school. Well, actually, you know what? Let me move it into a little bit more popular.
We got this one up. We got this one up for 20 more seconds. If anyone's interested, we're going at it's at $3 right now.
Yeah. It doesn't.
We do have Robin 2, right? Miniseries.
We do have the first issue Robin 2 in the miniseries as well, and that one has a hologram cover to it as well, or a little card that's hologram on it. That's when they started going through those multiple covers and things like that. So
All right, we're good on that one. Let's go to the next one.
Okay. All right. That was the Robin 2.
Yeah, sure. Let's bring that one up.
All right. Let's pull it up. Let me take that out. Let's go Robin 2. And that one actually has the thing that they were doing throughout the 90s and started jumping in. They started coming out with all these little holograms and like all the kind of pixelated covers and everything else like that. So this one has a hologram still in stack, still excellent condition if you look at the book. Again, just something that was sitting inside, the collection, and the reason why we started doing this stuff was it's sitting inside storage. Why should it sit inside a storage bin? You might as well actually get it out to somebody that really wants to actually have the book and might enjoy it and everything else like that. So I've had my time with it, and you can have your time with it now. But it's one of my I think I like the Tim Drake version with Batman. I know Damian Wayne now is this new Robin, but I kind of I like Tim. I think Tim was a complete contrast from Jason Todd or Dick Grayson. It's kind of interesting that he's had all of these little apprentices over the years.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. How about we go old school Frank Miller?
Frank Miller, huh?
Frank Miller and Jim Lee. All-star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder. The first
is this issue?
That's
1B?
issue number 1B, because there's two covers. One cover that is 1A with Batman that you can basically join it together and make two different covers. Batman and Robin swinging through the city. This is 1B, drawn by Jim Lee, And the other one is 1A. It's drawn by Jim Lee as well, but it just features Batman more predominantly.
Got it.
And again, Frank Miller was the writer. Everybody remember him from the Dark Knight Returns and so many other great movies. Batman Year One that I know Dr. Brentley has over there. Frank Miller is he's the architect of what they really say Batman really is. He's the hardcore guy that kind of brought a noir kind of like popish kind of thing, but yet also the just the brutality, big images. So he's supplying the words. And Jim Lee, of course, everyone knows Jim Lee from Wildcats, X-Men to to now Batman. He's drawn. If there's a great character over there, if you love like all those classic images that you probably see on any kind of T-shirts and everything, most likely that's probably either it's Neil Adams or it's probably Jim Lee that's done some of those iconic images.
That's awesome.
Yep. Want me to slide off anything else or?
Yeah, let's do. Go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna say maybe we jump to another toy to see.
Yeah,
we got some comments to see if we got any interest in toys.
That makes sense, brother. That makes sense.
I got if we want to switch to some Marvel, this is not on the list, chat, but this is another classic from Toy Biz, 1995. This is sealed. The box is a little beat up, but this is for anybody who doesn't remember, this is the X-Men Projectors line. So this is where you could pop in a film disc and see three different adventures from the TV show, which is pretty cool. And this is Beast. You can see it's a little beat up here specifically. There's a little rip. There probably was a tag of some type. You got the Walmart tag here, which is for $7.97. So overall, the box is not like super mint, but it has not been opened. The figure is nice and clean. And it's kind of cool. It's got action phrases, and hey, Beast is a badass character. So I'm going to switch to my toy cam here, see if anybody's interested.
What do we got on weight on that bad boy?
Let's check it out. Let's see what the weight is. Give me 1 second.
Thank you everyone for stopping by. For those of you who don't know, we are Pixel Plastic Inc. We are typically found on YouTube and other streaming platforms as a podcast. However, we've decided to sell off our collection of comics and toys to make room for other comics and toys. Enjoy you guys stopping by. Feel free to ask if we have things. We're going to hold off on scans for this time, as this is our first show trying to figure it out. However, if you follow us, you will see shows, and a lot of those shows, if it's something where I'm going to be streaming, you'll see my name in that show, and it'll just be me streaming. We'll be doing scans, things like that with Chris, Mr. Storm, Dr. Brentley as well. So we're happy you guys are stopping by, taking a look. We know there's a ton of people on Whatnot, and so we appreciate you stopping by.
This is 1 pound 3 ounces. 1 pound 3 ounces. And again, if we jump to the toy cam here, we'll give you some more detail once again of this. This is the Marvel Comics X-Men, the projector. It is sealed. That's probably the most notable of the damage of the box. Everything else is in pretty decent condition here. So if you are a fan of X-Men, we're going to run this at $15.
Wow.
It's a pretty good buy.
Yeah, it is, especially with the projector inside of them, right?
That's right.
Wow. And there's also Beast. It's correct me if I'm wrong, is that Kelsey Grammer that was Beast in the Marvel films, right?
Yep.
So you got Frazier as the Beast. Yes.
Yeah, Frazier was all right. We're gonna do a 30-second run on this. And we're good. Yeah, I remember I had a few of these when I was younger.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, what was the last movie? Beast popped up in a film lately, though, right? Didn't he it was some kind of surprise appearance or something that he popped in?
That was the end of the Marvels.
Okay, yeah.
Chet
Beast
can tell you all about it.
Okay.
Unless he didn't stay for the end credits. He just got out as soon as it was over.
I got out as soon as I could. I'm just be honest.
Okay, no interest on the Beast. All good. All good.
Look at that turtle, though.
And what about Alf there? Is Alf for sale?
Alf could be for sale. This is an open box. And if anybody's interested in Alf, this is the NECA Alf. I got all the figures, the cat, the can, the popcorn. I got all the accessories. They're just not with him. But
I'm digging that Hawaiian shirt on him, brother.
Oh yeah, man. And you know what? It's soft goods too, man. That's
you're kidding me. Oh man, I thought that was like a plastic, man. Oh my god.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, man. Let's get out of this toy. Wait, what else you got next there? Is that a foot soldier?
No, this is this is a rare Deadpool.
Wow.
So for the Marvel Unlimited subscription that cost you $100, they gave exclusive figures to people, and this is a purple Deadpool that came with it. And then this is the box. Let me grab the box here real quick. So this is the box that it came with, the Unlimited subscription, and within that is House of X exclusive comic, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
You got another version of that as well, different cover, and then you open this up and you got a nice letter.
Wow.
And then within that you got a Scotty Young Cyclops pin.
Wow.
So the most valuable thing is this Deadpool figure. Again, it's super rare. You will not be able to find that unless you actually got this bundle. And they did a few of those. They did the Venomized Punisher figure as well. But that would be for sale too if anybody's interested. Obviously, will not be an auction, but if anybody's interested in a price, they could definitely give it to you. And then you can see here, this is the Venom multi-head from the Marvel Select line. It came with a couple different heads, but this is the coolest one. I think this was released a couple of years ago, but I thought it's like one of the coolest Marvel Select figures that they did for Venom.
Oh yeah, definitely. Right. I like the multiple head part, man.
Mm-hmm. All right, going back to the main cam.
Yes, sir.
I think I saw some of those also on the. Correct me if I'm wrong. Chris, on the wall and everything. I thought I saw some McFarlane issues from Spider-Man, right? Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is like anybody that's watching right now, like this is our first show. Like, we'll do a request show. We'll do full scans. I mean, it's here. We'll do a toy cam real quick so you all can see just the Mezco stuff. And
okay,
I've opened some of the Mezco, but if anybody's interested in premium figs,
well, we always love premium figures, man.
This is Mezco.
Wow, that's Bishop, isn't it? Wow.
You've got Cyclops, Magneto. This is the Marvel Selects. Wow. Juggernaut. They didn't make a Mezco for Juggernaut yet. We got the Mezco.
Mezco Thanos is fantastic.
The man himself.
It is.
This is the new Doom that has stainless steel.
Wow.
And then you've got the Iron Man stealth suit, and then you got the plastic Spidey and Hob in the back too. So I got the boxes for all of these things. They're just open. This is the only display they've ever had. They've not been moved anywhere else but this pose. They're relatively new, pretty mint, but I got the boxes for all. So again, like these are the things we'll also sell. And then, we've got a bunch of McFarlane stuff too. If anybody's interested in Batman, we've got tons of that. We've got lots of old Marvel Legends stuff. We got original Batman, The Dark Knight Returns, full set, minty. We've got Mafex, a bunch of other stuff here too. And then, we said Chet's got the turtle stuff, but there is a bunch of turtle stuff here too. So again, for future shows or even now, if there's any requests, happy to take them. But just an assortment of other things that we have. And I'm flipping off the toy cam and going back to the main cam.
That's a good. That's like a really. That's a good little. Just like a
teaser,
good little
teaser.
It's like a teaser. Maybe I'll just get in on the tease a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. We're talking vintage. We're in the vintage. See, I didn't show a lot of vintage, right? Like a lot of my collection's newer stuff. Chet, you got some of the vintage. So I think it's, do a scan. Let's see what you got.
I do. Let's. We're gonna go to the Chet's Toy Cam. If anyone has any questions, let me know. But let's get into this. So, all right, we got this is probably one of my favorites. If the price is right, maybe I'll sell it. But we have a lot of vintage Kenner on card. We got Riddler, Joker, Catwoman. A lot of vintage Kenner action figures down here. Some more Kenner Star Wars. These are all bubble wrap, like a C-3PO. And then I have the Big Head Han back there, 1977. If we move up here, this isn't really vintage, but we do have Scarlet Spiders. But one of my favorites, the Pocket Comics are fantastic. And then we have some more Pocket Comics. A lot of Toy Biz back here. There's Doom. We have Justice back there, and then some old Marvel Legends. And then I know that there's been a lot of requests for them off stream, but yes, I do have almost all the vintage Street Sharks. Really good. This is one of the hardest ones to find. It's super clean, but it's there. And then I have probably the only one of these with the drill on Whatnot. So it's pretty exciting to have that. Got some Turtles on card back here, and then I have if you guys remember Dino Riders. Anyone remember
Yes,
Dino
sir.
Riders?
I do.
So
Yeah.
there's a Dino Rider there. Got a whole drawer full of Kenner Batmans, some Two-Face. Well, then these are all Toy Biz, Marvel, Cable, Wolverine.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Chet. Is that not Fing Fang Foom?
This is Fing Fang Foom. I'm glad you recognize him. He's really small. It's hard to see.
Now,
Look at pants.
So
isn't that a Build-A-Figure? That's
Yeah,
a
I will say
Build-A-Figure, right?
that is one of the hardest Build-A-Figures.
Wow, man! Wow.
To get for sure. I mean, he is pricey. He is rare. To try to find him complete, that is definitely one of the harder baths.
This is super hard to find as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then we got a old Destro on card, and then back here we have X-Men Mega Armor Storm. She's in there too.
Oh wow.
That's in box. There's the old price tag. Down here, just some not necessarily like classic, but it's older. Got some Mask down here. And then a complete Mighty Max Skull Mountain. Some giveaways here. Look at this. Is like a giveaway future show. Look at that.
Oh wow.
DC Direct Batman. You doesn't get any better than that. You want Scratch? We probably got Scratch in here as well. What else I got? I got some Raisins, a bunch of Muscle Men. We got some He-Man. If you guys are looking for food fighters, by the way, here's one on card. The card's obviously ripped, but that's
Looks
on
like
card.
someone actually ate that for food.
Yes, someone did eat that. Someone did eat that for food. We got an original Mad Balls Series 1. This is really cool. This is a little piece here. It's cool. This is Hank Pym. This is when the movie came out. That's the actual figure. It's very tiny, but it was a Comic-Con exclusive that I dropped. Then some more Batmans under here. Kenner. This is what I loved about Kenner. They always did these suits with the Batman. I have these. This is open, but I do have two that are unopened. And then, here's some Ninja Turtles. Everyone seems to like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, they do. Always.
I do have all the card backs for this series, which was in this box, but I have all of them. I have that guy. I have Donatello, obviously Bebop, and then Raphael. Crazy Eye Turtle in the back. This is a soft head vintage turtle with the tree. That's for sale. There's if you have Raphael's pterodactyl and you just need Raphael, I got him back there. If you want vintage, there's a play set up here. It is missing a few pieces, but then also I have a parachute for the Ninja Turtles. That's complete. Build-A-Figures, you guys can look at Build-A-Figures. These are, well, there's Street Shark. So then I got
Vincent
my.
is asking, do you have any Brave Star?
Do I have any Brave Star? I actually think I might. Let me check.
Oh,
What are we looking for specifically? Just any Brave Star at all?
that's all he says right now, Vincent.
All right. Actually, I think that one's on its way, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah, Brave Star is on its way. I thought that got here already, but I do have Brave Star coming. And I have Wolverine. That's number 1, first appearance Wolverine. Then we have that. I have another Wolverine back here. So he's cool. Then you got Cable, Sinister, Storm. So a lot of that. I could take you over here. That's my bulldog. Here's Mask. This is very hard to sell. This is my private collection, but if anyone sees anything and the price is right, definitely
Run it.
You want me to run the whole collection? I do have two of these. I got one in the back, and then I collect a lot of masks, so I have that. And then inside this car, I have the short helmet variant.
Okay.
I do have short helmets. This was a hard to find car, but this was like a mail-in mask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you want Nintendo, I got a bunch of vintage Nintendo. The TurboGrafx Express is extremely hard to get. That's one of my favorite things ever. And then here's a lot of vintage Ninja Turtle. All these are
Wow.
happily for sale. Everything up here that you see that's vintage Ninja Turtle, these are all complete. Those are on the Toy Box Chronicles stands that we make. We got the vintage Punk Turtle,
There you
Scale
go.
Tail, Scratch, not for sale, but he's there if you want to see him. That's what he looks
like the Mona Lisa in the Louvre.
Yes, like the
I
Mona
noticed
Lisa.
that he is actually enshrined in glass.
Yeah, got a bunch of the current turtles, and then back here we have Metalhead on card, and then a bunch of other stuff on card, and then
Now,
obviously this is more, and
Vincent-
then vintage Mad Balls.
Vincent said to make sure to keep him posted. He's going to follow.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
So, I mean, you can see obviously just
Chet's
Maddox's collection. You know, and again, we have, you know, Dr. Brantley and Mr. Storm have a wide variety of other things, and I think a big collection of comic books. So, if there's anything you're looking for, comic books, what would you say the genre, not genre, but like the era where the most of your comics were collected, so people have an idea if they're looking for a specific book in the year range?
Late 80s, all of the 90s, a lot of early 2000s, and unfortunately now some presents. But we started the bulk of our time, probably I say maybe for myself, maybe about 87, 88, and just a little here and there. But if you're looking for like, you know, the glory days of like Image and Marvel and DC, I've got some signed books, some signed Image books, actually, by a mentor of mine, Brian Murray, who was the first writer and artist on Supreme. And I have several signed editions that he did for me. That's there. So that's like one of those classic Image comic books that is, which Alan Moore eventually took over that series years later and popularized that character even a little bit more. But mostly from that era, I've got some old, you know, again, I was like, you know, when Rob Liefeld was in the 501 Jeans, I was collecting them. So a lot of the early Deadpool stuff I've got a lot of New Mutants, a lot of the early Jim Lee X-Men, and then Uncanny X-Men, and then he moved over Punisher War Journals. We've got a lot of that stuff that's just rolling through, you know, and that's the best thing about it. That was the best era, you know.
Yeah, my stuff goes back to like I've got some early Batmans, some early Star Wars comics. Have that first run from Marvel, and a lot of Batman, Moon Knight, Punisher, Ghost Rider, those kind of characters through the late 80s and early 90s. Then I picked it up again in the 2000s to early 2010s, and then I went crazy because I had money at that point. So I just got a ton of Marvel and DC and independent stuff. So I've got a crazy eclectic combination of things.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
a bunch of stuff
Well-
from the toy store because I worked at Toys R Us.
Yes, you
and
did.
a collector of Star Wars and Indiana Jones. So I have stuff going all the way back to there.
I will
Um,
say I'll probably be buying from Dr. Brantley in this store because I have a sneak peek into the stuff that will over time be featured on the show. But
Yeah,
I mean,
you
again,
do.
this was for all of you jumping in. This was our first ever show. You know, we do a podcast, and now we brought it here, but with intermixing sales of comic books, vintage toys, new toys, collectibles. This was just a sneak peek behind the curtain of things that we will be selling. We ran a couple things, but again, you saw we got the high end stuff. I mean, I got Hot Toys if anybody's interested in that. We've got some high end Ninja Turtle stuff. We got some stuff that's could pretty reasonably priced. We've got cool comic books. We've got Marvel Legends, new olds. But we just wanted to test this out a bit. But definitely giving you a taste of the things to come. This won't be our only show.
Now,
Yeah,
Chris,
and
one thing that everybody's telling me too is that now we're going to have some options to just buy it now, right? So when we're offline, there'll be some
Oh
stuff
yeah,
up there as well.
100%.
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
so we're gonna be putting in buy it nows, and here's the thing about the buy it nows. Those are what we'd like to get for it. You're more than welcome to make offers on our stuff. But if you see something in the buy it now that you really like or that you want or you're interested in as we continue to populate it, you could always find out when our next show is, jump on and say, hey, what about this buy it now? We're curious. Like right now we have Batman Hush Volume 608 through 619, Jim Lee, Jeff Loeb, Hush. And we have that up for 240, but those are all very minty. They're very hard to find, and they're good. So take a look. Pay attention to what's up on our buy it now. That's going to be updated as we get into the idea of figuring out the Whatnot family. Huge shout out to our mod, the Junk Cartel.
Yes.
Very very supportive. Mike, you're a dream, and you're gorgeous. I don't care what your wife says. You are very gorgeous. But yeah, I think we can hang out for a little bit and see if anyone has any final requests or if we want to go over anything. I don't know if Mr. Brentley, you have anything, Chris, anything that you want to throw up just to see what happens. I did end up getting this. Speaking of Junk Cartel, I did get this from Junk Cartel. That's it's on my desk and stares at me all day. So
no, that's it. I mean, we ran a few things again. If there's anything that you all want us to run, now's the time. But again, just a sneak peek first show, under an hour, but we will be back, and we'll specifically we'll cater to shows. We'll have a specific vintage toys. We'll do new action figures. We'll do TNT. We'll do comic books. Again, you heard so many comic books. So we'll be, for those of you who are interested in comic books, we'll be in the comic book category. We don't know the regular cadence. We're still learning, but we appreciate the support. Obviously, the Junk Cartel, is doing it right, doing big things. Like definitely an incredible stream and seller, and we're just here to learn and be a part of this community. And we're so happy to be a part of it. So at the very least, we're just talking toys and collectibles, man. If we could sell some stuff in the interim, all good. But we just love hanging out with you all, and we appreciate you coming in and follow. If you never know what's going to come our way for sale, we appreciate the support. And all it takes is a click, as you all know that. But Again, I think there's some stuff coming down the pipeline for us that you might be interested in. So again, anybody vintage, new toys, collectibles, comics, will definitely sell it. And Dr. Brenton's got some grails too that will be unveiled.
And next week is May the 4th. So
Huge
Star Wars.
Our show is going to be heavy on Star Wars next week, whatever time that is. We'll post it when we figure it out. Any final thoughts? We got like 3 minutes, but I think we're pretty good. I think we're good for now.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's always fun jumping on, and like I said again, it's nice to be indoctrinated into the Whatnot family. It's something we're extremely excited about. We're trying to bring a different format than is normally has been seen. And with those kind of new formats, also just new ways to interact with people. So, we thank everybody for watching, anybody that's subscribing. It's just going to be a fun time to just hang out with everybody.
Yes, sir. Well, until next time, if you know, you know. And you don't have to get off our stream, but we're gonna bounce for now.